Okay, there we are. Okay, there we are. This game is being such a pain to actually get it to run smoothly because it will not run in windowed. But we're gonna just see how this goes. And now it has messed with my entire layout. 1 second. Alright, we have finally gotten it, and we have gotten up and running. It is about time. Well, hello. Apologies for a little bit of jank. And yeah, you know, I was feeling like it was a good time for a classic. So while we will get back to our Baldur's Gate, I wanted something just kind of chill, and I've been in a nice Fallout mood. New Vegas is always a pretty good time. And while it's never been one of my favorites, I do love the aesthetics so much. So I'm hoping to, you know, maybe I'll finally get a little bit of that appreciation this time. We will be running this one with no mod. I went through and I went looking for it, and quite frankly, it's a little hard for me to like really enjoy modding the old Fallout games, just how nicely 4 can be modded. So I didn't see anything that was just super appealing for like a must-have. But who knows? Maybe if we wind up coming back here, we'll wind up doing some with mods.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
I am very excited about the rumors of a remaster of 3 in New Vegas. 3 is actually my favorite, and I would love to be able to actually play 3.
You're... awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
You know what? I think we will go with just courier for this one, but
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's...
we are gonna just open up the mic and we're gonna do the same thing in Discord because this is a game that's just gonna be a little wonky because it feels like it has that right. Okay, there we go. Now we're acting somewhat proper. Try to get back in here and just hope it all stays. So far it is. Alright. Okay.
I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Alright, and there we have our just oh so attractive Bethesda models. Always just such a standout. We'll go a bit heavier. Make him just a big old bruiser of a man. You can also tell the difference. Alright, here we are. Maybe like that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go with the blast bag. Facial hair. There we go. I think that'll work. I think we have our generic Western protagonist here.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. You're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Alright. What we're gonna do here. Oh no, it's desynced. Oh no, okay, hang on. Oh no, okay. This is unfortunate. This, like I said, this is one of the only real problems with this. I'm gonna have to go in and I'm gonna have to figure out why afterwards. I like getting us a good feel for everything we got. Okay, alright. So 32 points. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a good gunslinger playthrough, I think. So we're gonna go pretty high on our luck. We're gonna go pretty high on our agility. Intelligence, we'll try to just get, you know, a little bit. We'll try to get to the baseline again. Charisma, we want a good bit of charisma. Oh, this is unfortunate. There we go, we're gonna go down on that. Let's see. I think we take this one down. That one down. I want a gunslinger, so we need a little bit of that. Alright, so let's get to the end here. Yeah, I think that looks good.
Yeah, that's a
Alright,
pretty
so we're gonna
standard score
quick
there.
save.
After what you've been through, I'd say that's great.
And then, unfortunately, we're gonna quit. We're gonna exit game. Join me in the blackness. Okay, here we are. Options. Okay. So now we're gonna cross our fingers and we're gonna pray. And we're gonna really pray that it stops screwing with my entire desktop. But that may be praying for too much. We will see. Oh no, that... is gonna peeve me if it keeps up. Okay, well, that is annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. But it is not playing nice with anything. Hello, you are getting to join for the slight technical issues we are having. This game is getting a little angry with anything else existing. And now why is it doing that? Okay, let's see. Yep, so mess with that. There we go. This is what we wanted. Okay, we're gonna try just continuing.
Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Enemy. Light. Mother.
Human shield, oh my.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature.
Oh, no. We're making our gunslinger, so we're gonna strongly disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
No, we like our friends.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Well, I mean, we're gonna use a revolver, so you know what? We're gonna agree on
I
that.
charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Okay.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one.
I mean, this one's obvious. This is two bears high-fiving. But that's not an option for some reason.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Alright, we're gonna take the energy weapons away. We don't want that. We do want guns. We don't need explosives, but I will like... Oh, we're gonna need to be able to barter.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Alright, time to choose our traits. Now we're a gunslinger, we want our accuracy. Yeah, but that's what we want. And we do want our Wild Wasteland. Wild Wasteland just, it's the only way to play.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Sir, I need some clothes. Cannot have me walking out here naked. Nice hat. It's tempting.
Here, these are yours.
There we go.
Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
You know, we're gonna be a nice gunslinger.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for.
We'll see if the wasteland
You should talk
hardens
to Sunny
us.
Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
You know, I always try. You know, we're doing this to relax, so we're not gonna do that one.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Yes, you might.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. Happy trails!
Gotta love our good boy Victor. Alright, now let's go see what we can figure out.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still
we're
on
going
the
to take care of
NCR
problems.
winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Keep in mind.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Always happy to help someone down on their luck. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Absolutely, Sonny.
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
I'll always remember my very first playthrough. I remember getting poor Cheyenne killed. I'm making my vow to never let that happen
see
again.
The sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and staying still. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me. Tell you what. I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
No,
Follow me.
we'll do it.
It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
We'll also just check and see what we got. I always figure we get this. Yeah, we get some good ones. You know, something I might need to do at some point, if I can get its jank figured out. Is honestly, playing the first one wouldn't be too bad of a stream either, and I've never actually played more than a couple minutes of it.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
That's how we do it.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Ordinarily, I'd probably skip the tutorial, but it's nice to get a little... Let's get the hang of it again, as well as get the XP.
Come on. Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you
Good,
promised.
she just, you know,
staying out here with
doesn't
me.
acknowledge what we just did.
Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Now, this is what we're gonna cover.
Okay. I'm heading back now. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Alright, we are gonna go check out the schoolhouse. If I wind up remembering where that is. When in doubt, though, go up. Yeah, there is something that just deeply appeals to, like, the big, like, Western lover in me. And, like, I love the setting for this game. But the story just never really calls to me like some of the other Fallout games. There's Victor's shack. We're gonna take some of his scrap. We like Victor, so we're not gonna rob him blind, but just stuff we need. Just like that. I'll go through the stuff that's not there yet, just in case. All kinds of magazines. Okay. Well, we tried our best. And there we go. Easy breezy, nothing to it. There's Doc's house. We don't want to mess with him.
That's close enough. Who are
Easy
you?
there,
What do you want
Ringo.
with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play? It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pie. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced, and more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So,
Well,
you
that's
feel
all
like
kinda
playing
generous.
a game? Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
You know, I don't think I've ever played this game. Okay. Well, I'm going to be honest. I've got no idea what I'm doing, but we're going to keep this card until it has to stop. Yeah, I don't know what we're waiting on here, so... Because currently, my math is right, we're tied, so I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what to do. That's rather annoying. Well, I mean...
What is it?
We're gonna challenge him again. Just go for it. And we're gonna see if we can figure it out this time. Okay. Okay. I don't know what we're doing here. And honestly, I think this might be a little bugged. Yeah, it's just not letting us really play. We are in trouble. Chat, we are in trouble. I don't know why I can't play any of these cards. I would love to know like the reasoning behind like how this is all working. Okay, and then Joker's just remove all my cards? Like, why do I want this to happen? Or Jack, sorry, Jack's remove all my cards? Yeah, so I've got no... I think I got a little bit more of a clue that time. Quite frankly, I think I got robbed, but you know what? It is what it is. We're gonna take his sarsaparilla. You know, I didn't get his sarsaparilla. You're a bad man. I don't think I've got any more lockpick magazines, but I'll be back. I will be back. Better put the gun up because don't know people think we're crazy.
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section.
That's all that
They're
matters
not great,
right now.
but you get what you pay for. Can do.
Really starts with just like a laser pistol. Me too. Okay, he does not have that. He does have a pre-war hat. That's not bad. But you know what? We'll give him a machete because we don't really want the machete. We're not going to do a melee playthrough. Though, melee is one of my favorites just because it is so overpowered. Sell that metal armor because we're not going to use it. Sell the drugs, we're not going to use that. You don't want to look like a raider because this game does care quite a bit about what gear you wear. Alright though, but now we take a look again, see what he's got. So he's got a mod. Alright. It's a mod for a revolver, so actually what we're gonna do is we will grab that. It's a shame he doesn't have said revolver, that'd have been nice. But yeah, we'll go for that.
Take it easy now.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going
That
to get my friends.
is a nice piece you have, sir.
What do you want?
And I think we found our person who's got a revolver.
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo. It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots. None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question.
No.
Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys. Yeah.
Hello. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Oh, I caused that much of a stir.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum.
No, I don't mean murder.
He can bluster and threaten all he wants. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
You know, I think that's okay, because we want that revolver.
Not much, other than there were a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. Be careful out there.
There we go. We're definitely not smart enough to fix that.
Howdy. Bad trouble. Welcome. Yup.
Let's go talk to our boy up here, Mr. Ringo. And then we'll see if we can rally a good defense for him. Then we're gonna take that Joe Cobb's pistol.
What is it? Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back.
I mean, you have all
You've got
my caps.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most
Such a
around
great name.
Hello.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. Sure can. And see, I'll be...
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason,
There we
I can't
go.
help but
We
like
always
you.
go for that charisma.
I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
There we go. Alright. We're here at 25 because honestly, I don't know if it's really gonna matter too much. Here we go. We will want this eventually, but it can wait. We're gonna take that bonus experience.
Howdy. Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Uh-huh.
There
Guess
we
you know what
go.
you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts. Yup.
There we go, chat. We are cruising.
You looking to buy some supplies? Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it.
There we go.
I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
There we go. Just like that. We are cruising along now. Just see one more person, and they're the one who I think's the easiest. Also think I'm going down the science faction, but we're gonna hope not. Oh yeah, Doc. There you are.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you? Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare. You take care.
Just like that. That should be everything.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
Do it.
They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon. Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
We're gonna avoid the dynamite unless we feel really desperate, because dynamite is very dangerous in this game. And NPCs have a bad habit of just, you know, walking right into it.
Careful! There's still more of them!
You've got a nice revolver too. Oh, I hope they didn't destroy your hat. I want your hat. Yeah, you go now. I want that gun.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan Camp.
You know, I just might. There we go. It does have that. I think we didn't even get a single one of the townspeople killed. So we did real good. There we go, now we're looking sharp. Now let's see, get one of our new guns. And look at that, it's a 357. I will admit, I do not remember at all how to modify things, so.
Hello?
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet. Got a special discount for...
All right, I'd like to hear. to take all our sodas.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Alright, now we're gonna go buy up all Chet's 357 ammo he's got.
That was a hell of a fight. Can do. Pleasure doing business with you. Take it easy now.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We have just defended the town of Good Neighbor. Good Spring, sorry, not Good Neighbor. I'm thinking of a different game. We've just defended this from an attack by the Powder Gangers. And we have achieved what we wanted so desperately. We have both a cowboy hat and a revolver. So now we're ready to actually get the game going. You know what? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be cleaning up the wastelands. We're gonna go right for those powder gangers. Probably a bad idea given I've got 9 rounds, but we're gonna do what we can do. And I've been a little busy here and there. It does help that I know most of this beginning. Nope, we're good. One of the things I always love about Fallout in particular is just coming across these little memorials and little records. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, see, that's really what I didn't want to see. Oh. Well, that wasn't good. And you know what? We were heading the wrong way anyway. We need to head down. We'll just avoid that whole little stretch of road. Alright, now we don't want to head there, that's a whole different thing. We do want to keep on going this way in our pursuit for justice. Which is not a route I normally go. I usually don't go near the Powder Gangers' headquarters so early. But I think we're gonna try to protect our little town that we started in.
Look at you. Walking in here like you're one of us.
You look
Don't you know this
suspiciously
is
like
Powder
the guy I
Ganger
just
territory?
had to deal with.
That's us. We got sent here to fix the rails and make some new ones. And for that, we got to use dynamite. Of course, dynamite works pretty good against caravan guards, too. So, that's what we do. Rob and blow things up. Yeah, whatever. What do you want now? This? This is, or was, the big house. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here, just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory. Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me. All right, you can go on in. Can't guarantee your safety, though. Just saying. That'll be Eddie. You can usually find him sitting in the warden's old chair up in the main building. We've got the biggest, baddest fort in the wasteland. There's water and power, and if we need grub, we just go out and steal it.
Well, aren't you sure?
Me? I ran with the toughest gang in the hub. You've heard of the hub, right? It's, west of here, I think. Back in California. Yeah, whatever. Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story? I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me. I understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. Didn't want any part of it. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. No sense in making myself look guilty, right? Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do.
Can't imagine why.
He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR. I'm not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now.
What's
Right
funny
now,
is
Eddie
because
and
I've
his
never
boys
been
run the
here.
place.
I've never
They've
met
got the
this
guns
character
and the
before.
dynamite, so they call the shots.
This character is actually someone who is needed in a quest very close here, but because I've never gone here,
Watch
I
yourself.
just never
out there.
found him.
Yep. You and I have got nothing to talk about.
Think that roller coaster in Prim is still working?
Hey, I've been sent to tell you that while you're not exactly a friend, we know you've helped us out some all the same. We figured some kind of truce is in order. As long as you don't come too close to any of our camps, we'll let you pass without trying to kill you. Of course, the truce is off once we know you're an enemy. Then we'll have to make you leave by force. Your own fault. You understand? See ya.
You eyeballing me? Haven't seen a decent caravan come up the road in days.
Heard there was a new face around. I'm the doctor around here. Sort of. I was an NCR medic for 6 months, so I'm not exactly a doctor. Still, it's more medical training than any of the other guys here. It also gives me an excuse to stay out of any raiding parties. The gang can't lose its only doctor now, can it? Medical supplies go for a decent amount of caps in the right markets. I figured the quartermaster wouldn't notice any missing. I was wrong. Let's see. I've been a farmhand, a bouncer, a bandit, and an NCR trooper. I don't recommend any of them. The location by the highway makes it a good spot to shake down any travelers passing through. That's why Eddie and the rest are still around. Me, I like having big walls between myself and the wasteland. One night, there was a big explosion from the other cell block. I had no idea what was going on, so I took cover in my bunk. When it was all over, the guards were dead and we were free. Most of the other prisoners scattered, but a few of us stuck around, obviously. Later.
Scrambler's crazier than usual. Watch yourself.
Okay, so we found the medic here.
Hey.
If it weren't for Cook, we'd still be slaving away for the NCR.
Hey, think that roller coaster in Prim is still working?
Evening. What are you looking at? Why? It's because I mess up people so bad they don't know what part goes where when I'm done. Not much. Just killed a bunch of people. Maybe a couple kids, too. Whatever. Dynamite. Lots and lots of dynamite. You should have seen the body parts flying everywhere. I keep an eye on my buddy Eddie. Anybody messes with him and I scramble them real good. Uh-huh.
Evening.
Dawes said he let somebody in. So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside? This is Powder Ganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traitors on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him.
We're gonna do a big brain strategy.
That leaves
We're
you.
gonna like.
What do you say?
get trusted by him, all to bring him down.
Chavez is the ringleader. Without him, his crew will fall apart, and I don't give a shit about those guys. Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there.
We're also gonna do this because we need a lot more ammo.
One mean son of a bitch. Really truly hates the NCR for some reason. And he got a lot of the other guys around to his way of thinking. He and his crew went north. I heard talk about some sort of big plan to get back at the NCR, but haven't seen them since. Yeah, get out of here.
Hello?
Big brain strategy here. We're gonna go after Chavez. We're gonna loot his stuff. We're gonna get his experience. All part of our master plan. Bring down the whole thing. Just as soon as we get strong enough to do so.
You eyeball?
Damn. You just walked into the wrong camp, my friend. Hand over everything you've got and we might let you live. Get...
I have no pistols, that's not more revolver ammo. We're gonna swap to our caravan shotgun. Deal with our problems from here on out. Eventually we'll get to a spot where we'll just have enough ammo to always use our revolver, but for now.
Evening.
What? I'm happy you cleared that up for me, but we've got another situation to worry about. There's a merchant hanging around near the prison. Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him. Shake him down if he's legit, but if not, take him out. Most people already know we run this territory and are usually in a hurry to get out. Not this guy. It's like he wants us to come get him. Yeah, get out of here.
Figure out what this guy wants. He may be our ally to take the whole place down. There we go.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
Better be careful around these parts. I hear there's powder gangers around and dangerous for merchants like me. You know, just filling up water and stuff. Guess I was a little too obvious. I'm actually a bounty hunter. I was hoping to bag some powder gangers if they No, but there ought to be. I'm just taking the initiative is all. Yeah, was a stupid idea anyway. See you around.
You have to have everything we want either.
Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy.
It is always crazy how much this place looks like. You get that feeling of darkness, even though like you can still see everything. Like it just sells the night vibe so well. But I really need to get around seeing if there's a way to make 3 playable, because 3 is still my favorite.
What? Good. Had him figured for NCR, one of the Rangers maybe. Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim. The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something, I can feel it. I know the NCR has troops near Prim, so talk to the locals and... Yeah, get out of here.
We're gonna try something stupid. Yeah, that would have been as rough as I saw. Watch a few parts. Oh yeah, no. So these games are like they've got a really like interesting tone to them a lot of the time, and once you really start modding them, I mean, like every Bethesda game gets better with mods. When I get 4 fully kind of modded and set up, I might stream that for a little bit too. I just couldn't see any real mods I wanted for this game, but honestly, like these games just hit that perfect spot for me, where they were like my first real experience of an open world RPG, and like ever since then I measure like so many things against these games. Everything is kind of better with mods, you're not wrong. Especially like Bethesda faces. Bethesda faces are kind of horrifying, but modders have done a lot to fix that. Funnily enough, there's actually an entire mod for Fallout 4 that gives it a whole new campaign, and it's set in London, and I really want to check that out at some point. I've heard really good things about it. I always love it when you don't see any red on your map, but you hear the combat music start.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs. We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them. We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
There we go, that's what I was waiting for. Yeah, no, I can only imagine. What's really terrifying is if you're not paying attention, the bridge to Prim, so like if you come from the other side, is covered in mines, and you will walk right into them.
I'm Sergeant McGee of the New California Republic Army. I have no idea. Sir.
Oh no.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? Military operations are classified information. The brass is familiar with the situation at the NCRCF. We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing. The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. The convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow. Most people just call it NCRCF, that's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup, killed the guards that weren't able to escape, and have been ransacking the area since then. Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers, mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders as weapons. They got organized faster than I would have thought, most of them at least. Thankfully, the small group in town here seem to have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support. I have some free time. Ask away. Sir? Yeah? Goodbye.
We just missed that one.
You like that?
Well, I may have overexerted a little bit. And there's our first crash. I don't mind too much since we're definitely getting near a stopping point. I want to go for about 2 hours, but we are getting pretty close. This is crash number 2. Okay. Yep, that is crash number 2, and I am not seeming to be able to get a workaround for it at the moment. Hopefully we got that resolved, but we're gonna see.
I don't know what it was
Here we
brought
go.
you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell. Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Khan misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around, asked me if your name was for real. I said sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No. Let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out. No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Enough for me to say. Don't go getting yourself shot.
Come back. I can't walk fast.
Hey, youngster. Still hanging about Prim, huh? I might know something, but my memory ain't what it used to be. Sometimes it needs motivating. I guess that'll do. I swore not to say a word to no one, but an NCR deserter passed through some days ago and traded for supplies. According to him, the NCR has decided enough's enough and is going to send in a mess of troops to take back the prison any day now. Sure, have a look. Give me a shout if you need anything else. Goodbye.
Move along, please. Yo, now I can move again. Oh, yes. The only reason I'm not turning on my radio is just because I know my, one of my Star Wars videos got a copyright strike on it for having the music in that, so I'm just keeping my music to a,
Hello there. What brings you to Prim?
to a minimum.
I'm Ruby Nash. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My husband and I are Prim long-timers. He fancies himself a trader, and I know my way around a kitchen. Bye.
Howdy.
Yeah. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna heroically assault this, the Lucky Bison Casino. And we are gonna use that as our, kind of our big moment. And then after that is where we'll probably call the stream for today. Now, I do plan on probably getting back to Baldur's Gate, but this will probably be what I do whenever I'm like, you know what, we just need some nice chill time. Shut up. And he overestimated his odds. Just like I overestimated which track I was on, and this is not the one that goes where I wanted to go.
Who's there? Like that?
Not finding him. I'm supposed to be looking for a deputy here, but let's go down.
Like that?
Yeah, you're not getting that dynamite off.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here. Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you find my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way. I don't plan to come back to the Bisons. And depart we will. Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there. Hello again. I don't suppose you... Oh, no. It should be someone brave like you. I heard the powder gangers talking about some... Also, with the NCR so close... You will. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at... You also may be able to...
We are gonna go back over here because now that we got that, we did find out that they are planning to attack, so now we can actually betray the powder gangers like we always wanted to. We're just gonna hug this wall.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Yeah? Military operations are classified information. Some powder gangers did you wrong, is that it? Get in line. Still, you do look capable enough, and manpower hasn't been easy to come by. Alright, fine by me if you want to put yourself in harm's way. I'll mark the staging area on your map. Talk to Sergeant Lee.
Hello.
First, we're gonna run back to the powder gangers real quick. We're gonna get our sheriff back that staging area.
Need to talk about something? Assuming an NCR pardon comes with it, due process has its place. All right, then.
All right, there we go. The first time I did all this stuff in Prim, it was already nighttime, so I walked right on those mines and just got blown up.
We won't go quiet.
I thought they were attacking me too, so I ended up attacking them and then created a whole just chain of bad.
Yeah? We know Prim is a... We don't have the... Yeah. Yeah? Sir?
Okay, guess we can't do that yet. Okay, we are going to... Let's see. Is he already in Prim? Yeah.
Hey there.
Any luck finding a suitable... Maybe...
Ah, I gotta go all the way over there for that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap because I want to do this.
Move along, please.
And that'll be what we close out with.
I'm Sergeant Lee. Lieutenant Hayes radioed ahead to say you were on the way. We've got supplies on our side, and that's about it. Once we blow a gap in the fence, we've got to pour on the fire and keep them disorganized. Our goal is to take out their leader. And that's all.
Oh, well, okay then. I feel bad. I didn't want to kill the doctor.
Anybody there? Who's there?
We can take it from here. We might have some cleaning up to do, but Eddie's a deadie. I'll radio Hayes to let him know the prison.
Hello.
I lost karma with what? Oh, because the incinerator had already taken over, I guess? Oh well. You know, game, I don't agree with you saying I've lost karma for this. I have done good deeds today. Repair kits do not do a whole lot for the weapons.
Yeah? I'm not surprised. Criminals like to act tough, but they're no match for military discipline. Sir?
All right. We'll sleep to get our save off. Here we'll quick save again. And that'll be where we will call it. We have already begun our journey as, you know, the absolute hero of the waste, where nothing wrong has happened at all. And yeah, so this is where we're going to call it. I hope you have enjoyed. Like I said, Baldur's Gate 3 will likely be the next stream, just depending on how I'm feeling. If it's another kind of low energy day, it might be more Fallout, but I'm going to try to get back to Baldur's Gate 3 for like the main stream for a little bit. But, well, I hope you all had a wonderful time. Have a good one.